The Vale of Kashmir, a tapestry of cultures. Nestled high in the Himalayas, the Vale of Kashmir is a land of breathtaking beauty. Snow-capped peaks pierce the sky, their reflections shimmering in crystal-clear lakes. Verdant valleys carpeted in wildflowers unfurl below. For centuries, this idyllic landscape has been a melting pot of cultures and religions. Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, and Sikhism have coexisted here, their influences interwoven in the region's art, architecture, music, and cuisine. The people of Kashmir, known for their warmth and hospitality, are a testament to this rich cultural tapestry. Their traditions, passed down through generations, speak of a shared history, a time when the valley resonated with the peaceful rhythms of daily life. This harmonious coexistence, however, has been repeatedly shattered by conflict. The strategic importance of Kashmir, located at the crossroads of South Asia, has made it a coveted prize for its neighbors. For over 70 years, the valley has been embroiled in a bitter dispute between India and Pakistan, a conflict that has left an indelible mark on the land and its people. The echoes of violence have drowned out the music of the valley, leaving behind a legacy of pain, loss, and mistrust. The story of Kashmir is a complex one, a tale of political machinations, broken promises, and unfulfilled aspirations. It is a story that needs to be told, not through the lens of nationalism or political expediency, but through the voices of the Kashmiri people themselves. Their stories, often silenced by the din of conflict, hold the key to understanding the human cost of this enduring tragedy. To tell their story, we must delve into the history of the conflict, tracing its roots back to that fateful year of 1947. The year 1947 marked the end of the British Empire in India, but it also sowed the seeds of a conflict that would continue to plague the subcontinent for decades to come. The partition of India and Pakistan, a hasty and ill-conceived attempt to divide the subcontinent along religious lines, left behind a legacy of violence and displacement. Millions were uprooted from their homes, forced to flee across newly drawn borders in a desperate search for safety. The violence that accompanied partition, a brutal testament to the human capacity for hatred and savagery, claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions. The partition of British India was a cataclysmic event, its repercussions still felt today. As the British hastily withdrew from their former colony, they left behind a chaotic and violent transition. The newly formed nations of India and Pakistan, carved out of the subcontinent along religious lines, were immediately engulfed in bloodshed. Millions of Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs found themselves on the wrong side of the border, triggering mass migrations and intercommunal violence on an unprecedented scale. Kashmir, with its predominantly Muslim population but a Hindu ruler, Maharaja Hari Singh, became a focal point of this chaos. The Maharaja, hesitant to join either India or Pakistan, opted for independence. This decision, however, was short-lived, as Pashtun tribesmen, allegedly backed by Pakistan, advanced into Kashmir. The Maharaja acceded to India in exchange for military assistance. This accession, however, far from resolving the issue, only served to further inflame tensions. Indian troops airlifted into Srinagar, the capital of Kashmir, pushed back the invaders, but the conflict escalated into the First Kashmir War, marking the beginning of a long and bloody struggle for control of the valley. The war, fought amidst the backdrop of mass displacement and communal violence, further deepened the divide between India and Pakistan, a chasm that would prove difficult to bridge in the decades to come. The partition and its immediate aftermath left an indelible scar on the psyche of the subcontinent. The violence, the displacement, the loss of life, and the shattering of communities created a legacy of mistrust and animosity that continues to poison relations between India and Pakistan to this day. The Kashmir conflict, born out of this turbulent period, became a festering wound, a constant reminder of the unresolved legacies of partition. The Maharaja's decision to accede to India, while presented as an act of free will, remains a subject of intense debate and controversy. Many Kashmiris, particularly those in the Muslim-majority valley, viewed it as a betrayal, a forced annexation by a larger power. Their aspirations for self-determination, for a say in their own destiny, were seemingly ignored, sowing the seeds of resentment and rebellion that would blossom in the years to come. In an attempt to mediate the conflict, the United Nations intervened, calling for a plebiscite to determine the will of the Kashmiri people. This plebiscite, however, never came to pass. India, citing the presence of Pakistani troops in Kashmir, refused to hold a referendum until the region was fully demilitarized, a demand Pakistan rejected. The stalemate continues to this day, with both countries claiming Kashmir as an integral part of their respective territories. The failure to resolve the Kashmir issue through peaceful means had far-reaching consequences. It poisoned relations between India and Pakistan, leading to 3 more wars and countless skirmishes along the line of control, the de facto border that divides Kashmir. The conflict also fueled a climate of militarization and suspicion, with both countries pouring vast resources into their respective armies and intelligence agencies. This militarization, in turn, had a profound impact on the lives of ordinary Kashmiris, who found themselves caught in the crossfire. The unresolved issue of Kashmir, a legacy of the hasty and ill-conceived partition, continues to cast a long shadow over the subcontinent. It serves as a constant reminder of the human cost of political expediency and the dangers of nationalism. The dream of a peaceful and prosperous South Asia, free from the specter of conflict, remains elusive, held hostage to the unresolved legacies of the past. Throughout the 20th century, the region of Kashmir found itself at the heart of geopolitical tensions. Major superpowers, each with their own interests, began to take sides. The Cold War era saw the United States and the Soviet Union influencing regional players, further complicating the already fraught situation. Yeah, it was a period marked by proxy battles and strategic alliances where Kashmir's fate was often decided in distant capitals. As the stakes grew higher, the nations involved engaged in a perilous game of brinkmanship. Both India and Pakistan, armed with nuclear capabilities, frequently brought the region to the edge of full-scale war. Diplomatic efforts, more often than not, were overshadowed by military posturing and aggressive rhetoric. This dangerous dance, well, it kept the world on edge, with the fear of a nuclear confrontation never too far away. Nationalism on both sides of the border played a crucial role in shaping the conflict. For India and Pakistan, Kashmir became a symbol of national pride and identity. The local populace, however, found themselves caught in the crossfire. Their aspirations and voices were often drowned out by the louder calls for territorial integrity and national sovereignty. In this fervor of nationalism, the human element of the conflict, unfortunately, became a secondary concern. The ongoing conflict has exacted a heavy toll on the people of Kashmir. Decades of violence and instability have led to countless lives lost and families torn apart. Beyond the immediate casualties, the psychological and emotional scars run deep. Generations have grown up amidst the turmoil, knowing little of peace. The human cost in many ways is immeasurable, affecting not just the present but also the future of the region.